Hello, today I'm doing two breakfasts that you could do on Christmas Day. The first one we're doing is vegan triple cheese bacon tear and share wreath with dips. So for our ingredients for our tear and share bread, we need 2 packets of pizza dough. I'm using the Pizza Express one, which is vegan, but there are many different ones you can use. I'm using a packet of This Is Not Bacon Lardons. I'm using Applewood smoked vegan cheese. I'm using our vegan cheddar cheese. And I'm using grated mozzarella cheese for the topping. For my dips, I'm using Branston pickle and cranberry sauce. Okay, so first of all, we're going to take our pizza dough and we're going to open the packets up. And then we're going to put them both together into one ball and then lightly flour your surface and just knead it round so you've got a nice ball and it's not so sticky, because it's very sticky when you take it out the packet. And then we're going to cut it in half. And then make it into 2 like sausage shapes. We're going to cut each sausage into 4, so into half again and then into quarters, so that we end up with 8 pieces. And then we're going to make them into balls and we're just going to put them in a bowl, because you need to let them rest for 15 minutes so they expand a little bit. Once you've rolled them all up and you've popped them in your bowl, we're just going to take a piece of cling film and we're going to put it over the top and just leave it on the side in the kitchen for about 15 minutes, just so they expand a little bit. So then we're going to take our 2 cheeses, and while your dough is resting, we're going to cut our cheese. We've got 8 pieces of dough and we're going to do 4 with cheddar in and 4 with the smoked cheese in. So we're just going to open the cheeses up. So we're just going to cut them into about 1 centimetre across piece, and then we're going to cut it in half and then into quarters. And we just need the same with the smoked. So you've got nice cube sized pieces, because these we're going to put in the dough balls, so that when you open the dough balls you've got nice melted cheese inside. So those we're just going to pop to one side while we're waiting for the dough to proof. Okay, so we're going to need a baking tray and we're going to put our oven on about now, probably about 5 minutes before your dough is ready. We're going to put it on gas mark 7 or 220 degrees Celsius. We have our baking tray and we're going to put greaseproof paper in the bottom of our baking tray. If you screw your greaseproof paper up before you start, then it's easier to lay it in your tin. And we're just going to pop it in our tin like that. Now, because we're making it into a wreath, I'm going to put a bowl in the middle that is the size of the bowl that you want to put one of your dips in, so then you'll be able to put a dip in the middle of your wreath. So we're taking our dough now after it's rested for 15 minutes, and we take a ball out and just flatten it out in your hand. Take one of your cubes of cheese. It doesn't matter which one you start off with. Fold your ball over like that. Roll it round in your hand. Then we're going to place it on the tray. So pop your dish in the middle and place it just a little bit away from your dish so it's got room to expand in the oven. We then take another ball of dough, flatten it out. So that was cheddar I used in that one. So now we're going to use smoked cheese and we're going to alternate them as we go round. Roll it into a ball and pop it next to your other one so it's touching. And we're going to do that all the way around, alternating. So when you get to the end, you'll have 8 balls with cheese in the middle and your bowl in the middle. You can now take your bowl out of the middle, ready to pop in the oven. So first of all, we're just going to get some melted butter and we're going to brush the top with melted butter. So I have here about a tablespoon of butter that I've melted in the microwave. It's obviously vegan butter I can't believe it's not butter, because that is vegan. And then we're going to take a brush and we're going to paint the top of the dough balls. So once you painted the top of your dough balls with your melted butter, we're going to take the bacon lardons and we're going to sprinkle them over the top so that they stick to the top. Putting a few on each of the balls so that you've got a nice bit of bacon on each one. Then we're going to take our grated mozzarella cheese and we're going to sprinkle that on top of the bacon, so that when it comes out the oven you'll have nice melted cheese on the top with bacon, and inside you'll have nice melted cube of cheese. And then when you have it like that, we're going to pop it in the oven for 18 minutes, I say on gas mark 7 or 220 degrees Celsius. So there we have your lovely wreath from the oven. You can see all the cheese is melted and it's all gone nice. So take yourself a wire rack and just lift it out on the greaseproof paper and pop it onto a wire rack for about 5 or 10 minutes just to cool off a bit. So when it's cooled down a little bit, if you loosen it from the greaseproof paper, I'm going to put mine on a tray because that's nice and big. And then if you just get yourself an egg slice, and if you just pop it underneath and then just pull your greaseproof paper out and pop it on your tray. If it comes apart a little bit, just push it back together. Then I've done cranberry sauce and Branston pickle as my dips, so you can pop one at the side and one in the middle like that. And then if you want to make it just a little bit more festive, you can just take a few cranberries and you can just sprinkle them round. And there you have an amazing breakfast for Christmas Day. When you're opening your presents, you can all share it. A tear and share cheese and bacon vegan Christmas wreath. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it. Have a nice Christmas.